Hare Krishna. So, let us know something very interesting about Goddess Durga on the special occasion of Dasara from authorized scriptures. Who is Durga? Srishti sthiti pralaya sadhana shakti reka chayeva yasya bhuvanani vibharti Durga इच्छानुरूपमपि यस्य च चेष्टते सा गोविन्दमादि पुरुषं तमहं bhajami. In the Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma prays to the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna as following. The external potency Maya, who is of the nature of the shadow of the spiritual energy, is worshipped by all as Durga, the creating, preserving and destroying agency of this mundane world. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, in accordance with whose will Durga conducts herself. Also, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila 20.111, it is mentioned, Lord Krishna naturally has three energetic transformations, and these are known as the spiritual potency, the living entity potency, and the illusory potency. Spiritual potency is Radharani, illusory potency is Durga, whereas we living entities belong to the marginal potency of the Lord. What does Durga mean? Durga is possessed of Durga, which means a prison house or fort, which is very difficult to overcome or escape. What does Durga do? In the purport of this Brahma Samhita sloka, Srila Prabhupada explains very clearly, Durga keeps the jīvas, the spiritual beings, in the prison of material life because they forget to serve Krishna. When a jiva is distracted by Maya, they become stuck in the cycle of activities tied to a physical body and its senses. In this state, the jivas experience both happiness and suffering, much like a prisoner. The wheel of karma is the instrument of punishment in this place. Then, why do people say Durga is meant for giving wealth, property, gold, etc.? In the same purport, Srila Prabhupada explains that as well. The boons received from Durga in the shape of wealth, property and recovery from illness should be seen as the deluding kindness of Durga. The temporary joys from the Dasha Mahavidya, the 10 forms of Durga, are elaborated for the delusion of the trapped souls in this world. Am I the victim? Before knowing that, we should first know who am I. Aham Brahmasmi. I am spirit. In Bhagavad Gita 15.7, Krishna says, Mamaivamsho jiva loke jiva bhutah sanatanaha. The living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts. Okay, what's my position and duty? In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila 20.108-109, it is mentioned, Jīvera Swarupahaya Krishnera Nityadasa. It is the living entity's constitutional position to be an eternal servant of Krishna. If I am Krishna's servant, why am I here in this prison? Krishna says in the same 15.7 sloka from Bhagavad Gita as Manakshasthanindriyani Prakritisthani Karshati. Due to conditioned life, they struggle very hard with the 6 senses, which include the mind. Also, Srimad Bhagavatam 4.29.26 and 27 says, the living entity by nature has the independence to choose their own good or bad fortune. But when they forget their Supreme Master, the personality of Godhead, they give themselves up to the modes of material nature. Being influenced by these modes, they identify with the body and become attached to various activities. Sometimes they are under the influence of ignorance, sometimes passion, and sometimes goodness. The living entity thus takes on different types of bodies influenced by material nature, which is none other than Durga. How to escape? Before knowing how to escape, let's understand, is it really easy to escape? Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 7.14 as Daivihi esha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya. This divine energy of mind, consisting of the three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome. Okay, will worshipping Durga save us by taking us out of prison? Krishna says this in Bhagavad Gita 7.23. Men of small intelligence worship the demigods and their fruits are limited and temporary. Those who worship the demigods go to the planets of the demigods, but my devotees ultimately reach my supreme planet. Also, in Bhagavad Gita 9.23, Krishna says this: those who are devotees of other gods and who worship them with faith actually worship only me, O son of Kunti, but they do so in a wrong way. How then? Krishna also says in same 7.14 sloka of Bhagavad Gita as Mameva ye prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. Yes, Durga will automatically feel satisfied and feel happy when we satisfy Krishna. And when Durga got satisfied, what will happen? She will automatically bring us out of this prison. If you observe this line from the sloka of Brahma Samhita, Ichchanurupam apiyasya cha chestate sa, which means Lord Govinda, in accordance with whose will Durga conducts herself. So, the work of purifying these penalized jīvas is the duty of Durga. She is constantly engaged in this task by the will of Govinda. When the imprisoned jīvas realize their forgetfulness of Govinda by coming in the contact with self-realized souls, their natural inclination for loving service to Krishna awakens. At that moment, Durga herself becomes the means of their liberation by the will of Govinda. Therefore, it is important for everyone to gain the pure grace of Durga, the mistress of this prison house, by serving Krishna selflessly. Also, Srimad Bhagavatam 4:31-14 states, as pouring water on the root of the tree energizes the trunk, branches, twigs and everything else, and as supplying food to the stomach enlivens the senses and limbs of the body, simply worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead through devotional service automatically satisfies the demigods who are parts of the Supreme Personality. Not only that, Mamupetya Punarjanma Dukkhalayam Ashashvatam Napnuvanti Mahatmanaha Samsiddhim Paramam Gata. After attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world which is full of miseries, because they have attained the highest perfection. So, while worshipping demigods leads to temporary benefit, Krishna's followers reach his highest planet and never return to this place of suffering. The most promising sloka by Lord Sri Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita 18.66. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma suchaha. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. So we can escape the difficult energy of material life just by surrendering to Lord Krishna. Is there any method of surrendering to Lord Sri Krishna? Here's the very sublime and easy method for becoming Krishna conscious and surrendering to Lord Sri Krishna in this Kali Yuga especially. In Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 6.242, it is stated that Harer Nama eva kevalam kalau nasti eva gatiranyata. In this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the only means of deliverance is the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. There is no other way, no other way, no other way. Hare Krishna.